So I did a video on Chris Bumstead's diet a while ago when he was still competing in bodybuilding, and now he has retired from that and presumably focusing a little bit more on health. So let's see what has changed. My name's Shay, I'm a nutritionist and an athlete. Let's waste no time.
7 a.m. It's leg day, early morning workout, full day of eating. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I'm gonna jump into it because we gotta get to the gym and get moving. My breakfast has been between a smoothie, or what I'm doing today, which is steak and nut butter. I did like a food allergy test and I was allergic to almonds, cashews, which are my favorite types of nut butters. Peanuts a little bit, they weren't bad, but macadamia is not at all. So I have this macadamia nut butter. Actually tastes fire, and I just cooked it.
Macadamia nut butter, that's gonna be expensive, but probably tastes amazing. Macadamias are great for that omega-9, which is a little less common compared to some of the other nuts.
I think carbs in the morning, but I didn't know why. But now understanding the whole, like, if you eat a bunch of carbs in the morning, you're spiking an insulin response, which sucks a bunch of amino acids early. All the amino acids in your muscle except tryptophan. Tryptophan's a precursor for serotonin. Serotonin makes you like tired and chill and like lofty. Not really good right before a workout. So if you have like a high fat, 0 to low carb breakfast, you're more likely to keep tyrosine in your blood, which is a precursor for dopamine, and you're ready to be motivated, drive, and kick ass.
So the thing he's trying to explain there is, if you have a lot of carbs, that triggers insulin to uptake a bunch of things, mostly the carbs, but it will take a lot of the amino acids, and all the amino acids are competing with each other to get into your brain. And when you take all of them out, except for tryptophan, because that's kind of what happens here, tryptophan just has no competition, can go straight to your brain and theoretically turn into serotonin. Now, yes, that's true, and yes, this could even be amplified because insulin sensitivity and response is even quicker in the morning, but the difference is carbs in your system, in your blood, is going to be so helpful for that training session. I just don't think it's worth the trade-off.
Fry it up in some butter, add some almond butter, but honestly it tastes fine.
Yeah, as well, the high fat content of this meal means it's just going to digest slowly. And that's an issue if you're having carbs in there, because you want those carbs coming in quickly before training, but there's no carbs either, so this meal doesn't help much except maybe make you feel less hungry, but it's not really helping the training, in my opinion.
Done it the night before, so I drink like a liter before I trained with a bunch of salt the shit in my meal, some electrolytes, some.
Yes, not afraid of salt. This is what we love.
So I like to at least get like an hour and a half, plus like over a liter of water in me, plus electrolytes before I train.
I think that's a bit more important in the morning, just because you naturally wake up dehydrated, just because you're breathing out a lot of moisture overnight and your body's filtering out urine as well.
Eating? Yeah. So with eating like 3 times a day maybe. I'm trying to eat more now to ramp up my metabolism and my body's burning. So I want to do that for like a couple of weeks just to make sure I'm actually in a good place to start a diet. And then I want to cut down before the wedding a little bit. Strictly just so my face looks good though. Like, I don't really care. But then when I get back from that trip, game on, I'm trying to get jacked as fuck.
I thought he was done competing. Is it not a bit worrying that even though he's competed a bunch and he said before it's not really healthy for his body, but now he's trying to get jacked? I don't know, man.
I guess backtracking, intro workout nutrition, I had like 40 grams of carbs, a bunch of electrolytes, and some 1 scoop of EAAs, which is like 8 grams of amino acids in there. And then post-workout, typically.
Okay, so we did have his carbs pre-workout. 35 carbs, that's not that much. What's that, like 140 calories worth of carbs? That's not a lot. I'd probably want to recommend like at least 300 calories worth of carbs, but yeah.
The breakfast I showed you, train, and then I do 2 scoops of goated dark chocolate protein. The flavor I will never get sick of because I've had this.
Okay, so carbs post-training, helpful to uptake some of that protein as well, and together they work to stimulate some of the growth pathways like the IGF-1 pathway, just regular muscle protein synthesis, all that good stuff. Issue is, like, there's not that much nutrition in here. The cadence bar is just, I think, just rice, pretty much, and the whey isolate, there's no actual nutrition to that, it's just protein, right? So like this is the sort of thing that'd be nice, like convenient right after training, make sure you get it in, but you'd want to follow up with a decent meal, which I think he does.
Here's meal number 2 technically, but also protein shake. I got sweet potato here, chicken, and green beans. We're working on our gut diversity here, so I'm trying not to eat just chicken and rice every day.
Yes, but chicken and rice and beans and sweet potato, they look, I don't know, I feel like bodybuilding just loves sweet potato. He's trying to beef up his gut microbiome. Like, hasn't he just been eating sweet potato forever? Surely you'd need some more variants, some like more fibrous stuff. Green beans have some, but maybe, dude, oh, chicken, broccoli, and rice, dude.
I have 200 grams of chicken breast, 180 grams of sweet potato, and I don't know how many. This is where I come sometimes for a meal because we're trapped inside an office and I want some fresh air and some sunlight. Normally the sun's right about there at noon, so I sit here.
Dude, it's chicken and rice again. Chicken and rice again.
Sit and chill. I try not to look at my phone and get some energy from the sunlight, get a nice little tan, fresh air, decompress from a day stuck in an old office. But this meal, I can't remember what the rice is in it, honestly. I think it's 160 grams of rice and 180 grams of chicken, 200 grams of chicken breast, and 180 grams of chicken. And I'm trying to rebuild my metabolism again. I'm bringing 2 meals to work. For a while I was only bringing 1. So if I had like a shake in the morning and then after a workout maybe have another shake and then I'd only bring 1 meal to work, I'd barely be eating by the time I got home if it was like 6 o'clock. So I'm trying to bring 2 meals now, eat in the morning, and then by like 3 p.m. I'm already 3 meals in a shake deep.
There's no evidence to that with like total meal frequency trying to boost metabolism. That's not really how it works. I think the main issue is with him trying to rebuild his metabolism. With these bodybuilders, they're eating all day. They're eating like 7 meals, and now he's doing something similar. I think it's like 6 total, 6 total eating events. This is not great for your metabolism because it just never gets a break. All the metabolic pathways, like take your insulin response, which just dictates a lot of your health factors. It just never gets a break, and I feel like doing less frequent but perhaps larger meals, even if that's just like a standard 3 meals a day kind of thing, gives it a bit more of a break. At the same time, just a regular weights workout does not boost energy expenditure that much. When compared to something maybe on your feet, maybe you're just doing a sport, doing a running workout, weights just doesn't burn as much energy. Another thing is he's really busy, so surely eating 6 times a day is just going to be a burden.
I normally wouldn't have a lot of caffeine this late, but you can handle a little bit from a little green tea like matcha. It's also one of the most powerful antioxidants ever. It's like 50 times more antioxidants in it than in blueberries.
So the caveat there, yes, matcha, I don't think it's 50, I think it's maybe 10 to 20. Let's just say 10 for math's sake. The issue is matcha, you might have like 2 grams of it in a serving, so that would be equivalent to 20 grams of blueberries, or I don't know, 40 if you're doing 20x. But the thing is, it's a lot easier to eat, say 100 grams of blueberries than it would be 10 grams of matcha, because it'd be like 5 cups of matcha, right? And 100 grams of blueberries isn't a crazy amount, so that's kind of the caveat there.
This is a meal that varies every single day, depending sometimes on what Courtney's wanting or what I'm wanting. So today, I'm going to be making a burger bowl. More diverse gut microbiome, the healthier gut. So, I've been just buying random shit that I can put on chicken and rice. So I got a bunch of pickled onions.
It's like all there is to it, dude. If you want to eat healthy, just add something to your chicken and rice. Don't change the chicken and rice, dude. The thing is, chicken breast, like everyone loves it because it's lean and high protein, but there isn't much nutrition to it. Like if you compare it to beef, the mineral density is so big. If you compare it to like salmon, it's not even close, dude. Vitamin D and omega-3 you get out of salmon, like, oh, it's higher calorie and higher fat, but like, there's a bit more to it, dude.
Different fruits, different vegetables, collections of stuff. Frozen smoothie boxes that have like 5 fruits in them, making your smoothie. Super simple, easy things to add in a bunch of extra food that actually just make life more entertaining and actually healthy for you, because you're getting a diverse gut and all the benefits from different types of food. And then this meal is 220 grams of ground turkey, 220 grams of rice, and it's like 15 grams, like a tablespoon.
Turkey, and breast, and rice. So basically chicken and rice again. Big chicken and rice.
Olive oil. So it comes up to 741 calories, 48 grams of protein, 32.
I mean, I can endorse the olive oil, but it's like the micronutrient density just is lacking.
3,305 calories, 289 grams of protein, 111 grams of fat, and 270 grams of carbs. So, not too shabby. Right, I'm pretty freaking close to my macro goals, honestly, what this tells me to be at.
Yeah, and that's the big issue right there. Oh, I hit my macros based on what it told me to do. People don't know, these macro calculus just spit something out. There's no actual basing to this. Like, yes, you might want to have a protein target, yes, you want to have carbs around your training, but by the end of the day, these totals don't really matter. Sure, if you want to be in a calorie deficit, maybe you don't want to overeat, but do we not think it's a bit unhealthy that even though he's, fully retired from bodybuilding, You can focus on health now. You don't have to be nitpicking on every single calorie and macronutrient. I don't think it's beneficial. If you eat mostly healthy foods and you exercise and sleep well, I don't feel like you will be out of shape, especially when you've got the base that he does with, good conditioning and being muscular, right? It's just not going to happen. So I find that quite unhealthy, especially again when he said that bodybuilding is quite unhealthy to him and he's like trying to do it again. I don't know. It just seems a bit strange to me. So one thing I'd recommend to him is just target some of these more micronutrient dense. I think meats would be a good place to start. Maybe get some salmon in there, a bit more like, just some decent beef. He had some in the morning, but so much chicken breast and there's just not too much to that. If he's worried about his gut health, getting some more fibrous foods in there. If you're still worried about protein, things like lentils and chickpeas can be really good for that protein. And they also have antioxidants and some minerals. So it's really just fixing a few holes that he has. Maybe people just don't want to eat them because they're a little bit bland, but I love them because they're cheap. But yeah, let me know what you think about this below. I think there's a few issues here. Yes, there's still whole foods. Yes, he's hitting his macros, but it goes a bit deeper than that. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to subscribe and drop a like. But otherwise, there's some more videos there. I will see you in the next one.